Hey, what's happening? What's happening out there, world? Y'all already know how we do it, man. I'm your man OG Truth with two hurts. Uh, coming at me, we got, he's just a sexy boy. My man LT, the Screaming County. And then we got the main event, man. What's up, fellas?
What's going on, everybody?
What's good, people? What's good? Been on a little hiatus, but we back. We back.
Oh, yeah.
But
We ain't never left.
sidebar to all the people that's watching, we would have had a recap show after Backlash, but they had Backlash on Saturday, and I was on TV Monday because Monday Night Raw was in Savannah, so that's why y'all didn't get
Yeah.
a recap show.
So what? You just wanted, hey, look, he just wanted to let everybody know he was on damn Monday Night Raw. God
So,
almighty.
how was the new arena up down there? Well,
Oh
the
man,
updated arena.
it's actually a phenomenal arena. It's a very good arena. We've had several concerts and whatnot in it, so they make it do what it do for the time being, and we actually have a decent crowd.
Brian Peoples, what's going on? I'm just messing with LT because but the last two times that he's been able to go to a go to a wrestling event, who was the one sending you pictures of you? Who? Tell him who it was. Tell him, goddamn it.
All I'm saying is, if you watch the segment when Liv Morgan kissed Dominic, you see me right behind her, getting a good view.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
look, your weird ass gonna get locked up down there, you weird SOB. Okay, now, okay, there's a lot went on tonight.
Move over, OG. I got it. All right, so this what happened this past weekend. We got the experience of watching WWE's pay per view Clash at the Castle. It was held in Scotland. I can't think of the name right now, but it was held in
Glasgow.
Scotland. Okay, that's it. So of course, that was supposed to be Drew McIntyre and company and a couple other people in home country. So they begin like the start of the new WWE year. They do tours overseas and whatnot. So to jump off Clash of at the Castle, we have once again.
My bad, my bad. But
What
uh,
happened? Y'all
we're gonna
good?
go into the like I said, we're gonna go into the show.
I was going into the show.
Oh, my bad. I shut them up.
So, like as I was saying, that we kicked off Clash at the Castle once again with them Georgia boys, Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles, in an I Quit match for the Universal title. And once again, them Georgia boys show y'all how to put on the show.
Yes, Lord.
I mean, come on, man. It's the byproduct, man. We do it big down here. We go big and go home down here. It was fun. I mean, not to take away from AJ, but it was a phenomenal match. Great storytelling. I mean, the spots was pretty good. The phenomenal forearm situation I was kind of iffy on, but for the most part, the match was it was very good. Great storytelling. I mean, I listen. Matter of fact, main event. What you got to add to that?
Man, if I was Dave Meltzer and I'm watching this match, you got to put it up there as a 5-star match because the storytelling, the athleticism. I mean, the fact that you got a veteran in AJ Styles who's willing to put over anybody and everybody right now because he knows that he's on his way out the door. That that tells you something about how the progression of wrestling is. That tells you something about the state of wrestling right now. We're in a good spot.
What about you, OG? What you got to add to it?
Pretty much, y'all stole my thunder. Let me say something today. It was some people. You know the complainers. We're gonna talk about the complainers this whole show. The
Yeah.
complainers they complaining about uh, Roman would have never started a PLE when he was champion. Blah blah blah. I think that
Fucking
was a
blah.
great idea.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think that was a great idea. Like,
First off, when you got a curtain, when you got a champion who's willing to be willing to raise the curtain, that tells you what kind of team player he is.
oh, oh yeah. On a quick little side note, man. I think my favorite part of the match is when Samantha came out to the ring and announced that good God Almighty, Ricochet's a lucky man. Okay, now go back direct. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
You should
you're right.
you
You,
should see how I
you,
felt when I saw it in person twice, man. Let me tell you something.
Samantha ready to
Never
Lord,
mind.
have mercy.
Never mind. Go ahead, man.
Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy.
yeah.
I mean, it's just like y'all said, man. I mean, the state of wrestling right now is just man, you got ultimate team players that's gonna open the show, and not only did they open the show, but they killed it. They Shawn Michaels that shit.
I mean, it set the bar if we're being honest.
Is that
So
is it,
if you want to be if people want to complain, what folks want should be looking at the situation in this aspect, which is if you got the two of the main guys starting to show off and then they kill it, that should raise the bar the rest of the way. That
Yep,
should
pretty
be like,
much. And see,
okay, guys, these guys went out there and just did X, Y, and Z. So we need to go and do what we need to do and make sure we don't have no mistakes. We perform our moves to the best of our abilities, and we put on the show because that's a tough act to follow. That what should have been the people mindset instead of fans complaining about, oh, Cody being champion and Roman wouldn't have never opened the show up. Listen, it don't matter whether he opened the show or closed the show. If you could raise the bar for this pay per view for everybody else, do that.
and
Roman
I'm gonna
wanted to
tell you
open the
something,
show.
man. For two guys, one guy about to hit 40, and the other guy in his mid to late 40s, they they, they did, excuse me, no pun intended, a phenomenal job. Let's talk about the ending of that match. Okay, you go ahead, main event, because you had a problem with some endings.
Dude, what was up with all these dusty endings, man? Especially at the end of that match. I would have rather seen a submission than to seen him say I quit from threatening a chair. That to me was just
It wasn't even. It
it
was
was
the steel
anticlimactic.
step.
The only
Yeah,
thing but they did the only thing that made sense for that to, for it to happen like that by having Cody turn the ties on him and cuff him to the ropes and have the end up beat the shit out of him with a chair. That wasn't the worst Dusty ending to me. But I want that's gonna be your favorite.
I'll keep going. I'll keep going later on.
Yeah,
We'll,
okay.
we'll,
I
we'll,
I will say
that's the
this.
thing.
I will say this. The I quit match. I really I don't mind them type of matches, but when you got stars like a AJ Styles and a Cody Rhodes, like if like main event said, if you gave me a submission match, I would have took that because I'd rather see those guys of those caliber. If they gonna lose like what Austin did with Bret Hart, pass out.
That was gonna be my next example. You took that right out my mouth.
Like what I'm saying. If he didn't give up, he didn't tap out, he just passed out. For him to just sit because you don't got beat on. They asked you prior, do you quit? You tell him no. So Cody go grabs a steel chip, the steel steel's get in the ring and about to bash you with it, and then you all of a sudden just this look of fear came over your eyes, and you just yell, "I quit!" Come on, bro. No.
Yeah, yeah, that was an ugly finish.
Yeah.
Uh, that could have been a better finish. And a matter of fact, the way that they wrestled at WrestleMania, I would have rather had a clean match like that than have an I Quit match.
Right.
Because the I Quit match didn't make any sense going into the storyline.
At all. So that was that with the Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles match. I gave it, of course, like we said, 5-star match from us. The next matchup was the triple threat tag
One
match.
last thing on that match. Excuse me, little Travis. One last thing.
Mm,
Was I the only person that seen a little small dark side in Cody in that match?
Just a tad.
just a tad,
Yeah.
but I it ain't quite believable yet.
It reminded me of a Dusty when he was in Florida than it
Okay.
did you know, a Cody back when he was dashing.
You talk.
Or
You talking about when he was part of the Texas Outlaws?
right,
Yeah.
right before the first world championship run.
Okay.
All
But
Uh,
that ain't
right.
a good fighter, right?
go ahead, Travis.
All right. So the next matchup that we had on that card was the triple threat tag match between Aladon, Alba Fire, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Me personally, the match was decent. I won't lie. Several botches that I saw in it. I what I will say is I didn't expect Jade and Bianca title run to be so short lived. And I know folks might look at me crazy for saying that, but like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not too upset because there is a lot of phenomenal female talent in WWE now. I just didn't think when you got the likes of a Jade Cargill and a Bianca Belair, like I would have thought this would have been like some sort of powerhouse move that would have took place at least some a little bit past SummerSlam. I didn't expect it to be a 1 month reign from them two. But give me y'all thoughts. OG, give me your thoughts on the match real quick.
Um, like you said, it wasn't bad. Um, I've seen better. Um, but at the end of the day, um, they had to figure out a way to do it where it didn't discredit Bade and Bianca. I mean Jade and Bianca. I don't know what's the plans moving forward. Maybe there's been some rumors, I'm gonna quote unquote rumors, that Bianca may be with child. We don't know. I don't know anything. Don't quote me on that. But there has been some rumors that she may be with child right now.
I'm over here sliding down the wall like an R&B video.
So we're gonna see how that play out. And if she is with child, of course, she gonna have to shut it down. So uh, I don't know if she gonna out if this the case. I don't know if she'll do it the way um um Becky did it. But back to the match. The ending was I guess okay. Um, where Jade and Bianca did all the work, and Aladon and what's the other girl name?
Elba Fire.
I
Yeah.
prefer.
But I'll let the main event finish that off.
Uh, uh, like I said, man. I mean, you got you got really five veterans in that ring. You got two Scotch women in that ring that can go with anybody, and the fact that they won is a good thing because now Jade and Bianca's got some dance partners. If you gonna transition the belts back and forth and back and forth. But for me, the finish was shit.
Okay.
The
Agreed.
finish was absolute shit. I mean,
Say what's really on your mind. That main event. Damn.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cuss, but that's what
It's
it
okay.
was. That's what it was. I mean, I love if what Angelo Dawkins has said, saying don't believe the hype is not true, it's not true, it's not true. But then, you know, Montez Ford hasn't denied or, entertained the rumor. So we don't know.
Well, he kind of made it a rumor on a tweet that he did about many kids, because he got two kids prior to Bianca.
Right.
He changed it from two to three. That's what I heard.
Right. And that's what he did. and it was all based on one of the shows that they had did where Bianca said she was having baby fever.
Okay. Okay.
Talking
So
about the reality show that they did together.
yes, season
Cause
two's
it
coming
was
out in November,
cause
from
she
what I heard
did.
too.
Yeah, cause see, cause she did talk about having baby fever, and she talked about how she's been is it's a task for her because like you gotta look at it probably since like what 2021, Bianca pretty much been the high point in the women's division. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like between holding the Raw title and the SmackDown title at a good amount of time or whatever the case may be. She done headline a couple WrestleManias. Like this woman was riding at an all time high, so she was hot. So she was like, she want to have a kid, but where she was in her career, she didn't want to jeopardize that. So I could understand kind of they like you if she's actually with child the low key fizzling her out so it don't be such like she can't be at top dog and then bam she just going off TV. We all looking like, well dang, what happened? Y'all couldn't find a way to just like wean her off or by the product being surrounded by her so much and you just took her off the air. So like if she's with child then that's a good thing. Congratulations first and foremost. I think that her and uh Kenneth will have a beautiful child. Um, but like I said, but now if that's the case, okay, Jade, now you don't have Bianca to run with you. What can you do?
And here's
How
the
can you
thing.
establish yourself in the WWE standing alone?
Okay,
Okay. I'm
that's a
glad
good
you said.
question.
Let's
Good
address the elephant
question.
in the room. I'm going to address the elephant in the room, and this
Was
way,
that
main event go ape shit. There was a lot of complaining on Twitter about Jade's in ring ability. Pretty much, I seen one where it said that Shayna got frustrated, and when she was choking her for real, and said Jade mistakenly tapped because she was being choked for real.
That was bullshit. That
Okay.
that wasn't a tap. And let me tell you something. I saw that part of the match. Shayna botched, and that's why she grabbed tight because it was supposed to be on a spot with her and Zoe and Jade all together, but
right?
one of them botched. So that right there, that's total bullshit. Whoever put that out there to say that, I'm gonna say it like this: Jade Cargill, this is probably her best match. This is probably her coming out party right here because not only did she not make any mistakes in that match, the small little mistakes she made up for it by doing something that was phenomenal. I thought she was gonna end up doing the Mark Henry spot at one point, but I think that was a spot where Shayna actually moved and wouldn't let her do it. She stiffed on her. So for me, to see those comments and to hear those comments about Jade, y'all better think again, man. Y'all better think again. You go watch the matches that she had with the the Nightingales, the Willow Nightingales of the world, and the what's the other girl's name? The other powerhouse that's in AEW. You
Uh,
watch them. You watch those.
Chris Statlander.
Yes, you watch those matches, and you watch those matches. You watch those matches very closely. There ain't one woman in that camp right now that's like her, except for Trick's girlfriend. Period.
I mean, if we being honest, like the women division pretty much went down tremendously since she's been gone. But
In AEW,
that,
yeah.
yeah,
I
but
mean, Tony
that,
Tony Storm is Tony Storm's holding it strong, but
yeah,
she's not as strong as she could have been. She could have been so much better in WWE.
right.
You
So,
Now,
so,
go ahead. I'm
so,
sorry.
so we're gonna get off that topic because we still got more couple more matches to go.
yeah,
All right,
sorry,
so
man.
yeah, I got you. No, you good, you good. So the next matchup we have for the night for the Intercontinental Champion was Sami Zayn taking on Chad Gable. Now, me personally, not gonna lie, I was really hoping to get full fledged Perk Gable. I need Perk Gable. I got to have Perk Gable. I need that man to tap into Perk Gable. Listen. I yelled that at him at Monday Night Raw, and he looked me dead in my face. Like I'm like, I need you to tap into this character. I need it because I don't think if anybody saw wrestling back in the mid 2000s, Kurt Angle or Perks was phenomenal. And if we could just get someone to kind of somewhat tap into that character, I need it in my life. I need outrageousness in my life again. So I was hoping for it. It didn't quite come into fruition, but he did. The sheer look of disgust at the end of that match, and I'm saying to myself, it's getting closer. It's getting real close. I don't know when they're gonna unleash it, but it's getting real close. But
And no, the thing about that match was it was so well. I mean, well scripted, and I think Road Dogg produced this match too, and it had Road Dogg written all over it. But the finish, it could have been better, but the finish was desired. Was a desired finish. It was a good finish. It was better than all the other finishes that we've talked about, and
I,
even that one was shitty.
I will say this: both those guys put on a great show. Having what the boy? Otis and dog. What the young lady name that's escaping me right now?
Maxine,
Um,
Maxine
yeah, Maxine. Yeah,
Dupree.
Maxine Dupree. Yeah, like to have them, ringside and whatnot, because we all know they're building up for Otis to turn, but we don't know when. We don't know if it's gonna be a pay per view when he do it. We don't know if it's gonna be a Monday Night Raw when he do it. We just know it's coming,
It's coming.
but we don't. Like I said, we exactly don't know when, but eventually it's gonna come. Well, I ain't gonna lie. The spot when Sammy flipped over and Chad hit Maxine on her ankle, like we thought that was gonna happen then, but
yep,
he resisted and he just carried her out like Hulk Hogan carried.
Elizabeth out.
Yeah, there we go. So it's but I mean, what y'all thoughts on this match though?
Uh,
OG.
pretty pretty high energy, of course. Like a great storyline. A great storyline. Um, I I don't. I don't. Is Gable officially being put over or what?
So I think he's gonna be. I think he's trying to turn full fledged heel, but in order for him to do that, I think Sammy's got to lose that belt.
But it got to be a dirty way for him to lose it too.
Yeah,
That's the only way Chad could really tap into that way he could really full fledged be healed. It got to be like a way where you thought he had the match won, and then Gable just do something that like. I see, Gable usually try to wrestle his way to victory, but he gonna have to do something himself, like a low blow and or a
mhm.
chair shot possibly or something like that to get the match. But one thing I can give Chad Gable credit for, the man could wrestle his ass off.
Yes, he.
Yeah,
Even though he's shorter than me. Like y'all won't believe how this joke is really shorter than me, bro. And
he's
I'm
about
five
5'6".
seven.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like when he walked past me, I'm like, bro, Chad Gable shorter than me, bro. What is this?
I loved him in that tag team with him and Jason Jordan, American
Yes,
Alpha. I,
yes.
you know, and I hated, the way that Jordan's career ended, but he's an agent now, and he is killing it on the women's side
Oh
too.
no, him producing matches,
He's killing
phenomenal.
it,
He's
killing it.
killing it. He's killing it. All right, so because we all know that Sammy retained the title. Our next matchup was my Hispanic baby mama, Bailey, and Papa Niven.
Okay.
Uh, can I please start this off?
Go by all means, man.
Okay. First off, you got this match was probably. I got a hot take for you. I'm gonna start off a hot take.
Go ahead.
Is Piper Niven the women's version of Samoa Joe? Now,
Mm,
I'm gonna tell you why I say this. You've seen her wrestle big women. You've seen her wrestle small women. She moves around like a straw weight. She can hit drop kicks. She can do it with power. She can come off the ropes. She does things in and outside the ring. I mean, this girl can do it.
she's deceptively quick to be her size. I was
Yeah,
very impressed with Piper Niven Saturday night. And
By
so,
her, I just want to say before you finish, with her size, it remind me more so of NXT Keith Lee.
yeah, that's a perfect example.
yes.
That's a
And
perfect
like, and
example.
like I was telling y'all before, man, like you go back and watch some of the matches that she had in NXT UK with the Isla Dons, um with Blair Davenport, with Kaylee Ray, Alba Fire. You go
Mm.
back and watch those matches. You see a fire in her that you never seen before. She when she wrestled Rhea Ripley and in the NXT UK women's tournament, that match was so fire. I mean, this girl can go with anybody. She needs a dance partner. Bailey needs a dance partner. They need to be in some. Those two, you can put them in some sort of storyline. Piper Niven needs a belt. She's that good.
I will say this because you mentioned Bailey and how you say she needs a dance partner. She does because Bailey one of the like there's rarely any mistakes in a Bailey match.
Yep.
Like Bailey sells just as good as the men.
Mm-hmm.
So if you and like and you saw it with her and Piper in that match together, like both those ladies moved phenomenally together. It wasn't no botches, it wasn't no hiccups, it wasn't none of that. They really did what they really made it do what it do. So like you said, if you could put Piper Niven in a situation where you could eventually give her a title, that would be good. You know, because like I said, I mean we all know like of course Bailey deserved to be champion for what she did with damage control for like the
Yeah.
last couple of years. So she deserved to be champion. But the thing about it is, like, she's Bailey is bigger than the belt. Her name is bigger than the belt. She don't need a title to be top dog. She gonna be top dog with or without it. So I can understand what
So,
you're saying.
so you're telling me that she's this generation's Natty Nightheart?
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Well, I think
ooh.
her dance partner is eventually going to be Charlotte. Charlotte, I think, should be on the way back. She got the SmackDown title. Uh, I think that'll be the next big feud. But Piper's going to be somewhere in the mix.
Yeah. But knowing that, like that'll be if you give Piper the title, what better way to do it is her to beat Charlotte and Bailey in a triple threat match.
Yep.
Here's what needs to happen, and I think the women's division across across the landscape, and if TKO is really buying TNA, that women's division as well, there is room for a secondary championship, like a women's intercontinental championship, like a women's U.S. championship,
Yeah.
like they've done in NXT with the women's North American championship. There's room for a secondary belt
I mean,
now.
because just bringing in Jordan Grace and probably my sleeper would be Tasha Steeles.
Yeah,
Tasha Steeles
yeah.
would be and go, bro.
And she's green, and she's still green, but she can go.
She can go. Hey, she got she got she definitely got a good gimmick, and um, she's good on the mic.
Yeah.
You know what? Now that you say that, you're right. The landscape between the women's division right now is probably at an all-time high.
I think it's better than
Like back,
I think it's better
like
than
you better than what?
I think it's better than the men's.
You know what? I think it's better than the men's division in AEW, and that's a hot
It,
take.
it really ain't that damn hot, but it lukewarm at best. But like the reason why I'm saying that, like, it makes sense because NXT got a phenomenal roster with women. Raw got a decent roster with women. SmackDown got a decent roster with women. Like you can literally pull, like you said, like a US title, a Intercontinental title, bring back the light heavyweight title for the women. You know what I'm saying? Like do that. Like you got good, with Io Sky and like of course Bailey, Charlotte them. Even with some of the girls in NXT like Jada Parker, what the girl name is?
Last,
Last, yeah,
last legend.
yeah, Last Legend,
That's
yeah,
another.
her,
That's another girl from NXT UK. I mean,
yeah,
Oh, I didn't know she was there.
yeah, she was there.
yeah. Like the women's division is like crazy right now. So they might do need more secondary titles for those ladies. Like those ladies, not just the main titles for Raw and SmackDown and the tag team belts, but give like you said, give them a light heavyweight championship. Something for them to work with. Like at least the girls that ain't quite made it to the main event yet still got something to fight for.
A workers' title. Just
Yeah,
like, just like, just like you, like when you were in the '80s, and I'm going back to my favorite time of wrestling when the Intercontinental Championship had prestige, and it was that workers' belt. It was that next guy up belt.
yeah. Like if you knew you was on your way when you won that belt.
Yep.
They weren't just giving it to anybody. You was on your way when you won an Intercontinental belt, and then that let you know when once you drop it, that means more than likely you're heading to the main event status.
And you haven't seen that kind of legitimacy in that title. And I'm not even going to talk about The Rock because The Rock is a once in a generation guy. Not going to talk about Triple H. He's once in a lifetime guy.
All right.
I'm going to go back to the mid '90s, and I'm going to say Shawn Michaels was that last guy that held the Intercontinental Championship as a workers' belt. Period.
Let's
All
try.
right,
Let's speed it up a little bit because we got Monday Night Raw about the top of the show. Usually be the best show after a paid.
pay per view. All right, so we gonna move on to the last match of the night, which was Drew McIntyre taking on bisexual Undertaker, and get that right. Happy Pride Month, everybody. But
Rhea
I'm sorry.
Ripley, Rhea
Yeah.
Ripley did that man wrong when she said that.
but you had this match between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. To be honest with y'all, I actually thought the match was decent.
I did too.
Priest has grown on me for the last
Priest can
year.
wrestle, man.
He
Priest can
can
wrestle.
wrestle now. Priest can wrestle now. I used to get that man flack. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I did not like David Priest. I used to get that
No.
man hell, but Priest has grown on me. He's done a phenomenal job. Um, of course, we all know how that goes. Matter of fact, I don't even want to get in there. Main event, you take it away. What we had happen?
And Vic, you
Oh. Okay, so you
Hold on. What'd you say,
again
OG?
another dusty finish.
home on this one.
Okay, go ahead. All right,
Another
go ahead, maybe.
dusty finish. I mean, you run CM Punk in there 1, 2, and then he stops, and then a low blow, and then the South of Heaven comes out. Come on, man. Uh, Drew McIntyre deserves so much better than what he's getting right now. But at the same time, we're building up this mega match with him and CM Punk, and we don't even know when CM Punk's coming back. So what is it that has to be done for this could be the rivalry matchup? I got the
Listen,
idea.
I want to say this because with the way Punk been screwing Drew McIntyre this whole time, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't. If you could somehow make this work up until WrestleMania next year, do that. Do not let them touch each other until that day, and make it a no holds bar match. It's gonna when I tell you that thing gonna hit like crack in the '80s. I'm talking about
Yeah.
Ronald. I'm talking about hit like Ronald Reagan just sprayed it in the hood. Like
Yes.
we need that.
I mean, this has all the makings of a Roddy Piper, Mr. T, WrestleMania 2 type match. I mean, because that match was a popper, but at the same time, it got that potential to be a dud, especially if CM Punk comes out like CM Punk did when he first came back in the
True,
AEW days.
true, but that was him sitting on his butt for X amount of years too. So, I Punk.
I
And
think
No,
I
he would
haven't
have.
seen,
I
and I
I,
haven't
I,
seen
I think
Drew.
I think Seth Rollins gonna come back into the picture.
I forgot about him.
He gonna come back
True,
into the
but they're saying he's not going to be back until probably September, October, right
as long
around
as he back,
Survivor Series.
as long as he back by WrestleMania. That that's enough time to have a build up to WrestleMania.
That's why I'm hoping. I'm hoping Punk will put his all in it because again, if you build this up to Mania, where he like Punk continuously doing little subtle things to see to Drew McIntyre, and he can't put his hands on him until WrestleMania, it is going to hit like crack in the '80s. I'm telling you,
Well,
it has
where does that
it
leave
has that makings.
where does that leave Priest? Because you got somewhere along line you got to take the belt off Priest.
Priest is going to be he's going to be in some sort of title picture somewhere.
You don't
Whether
necessarily hold on, because you necessarily don't need a belt for that match though. It's a
well,
grudge match.
true,
A steam on
but
that.
here was my thought. What if CM Punk beat Priest for the belt, and then you got Money in the Bank, and the tables are turned where Drew wins Money in the Bank, and he cashes in on CM Punk.
Mm,
Think about
mm.
that.
Oh, that definitely hit like crack in the '80s.
Think
Yeah.
about it.
Cause especially when Punk and Priest have a grueling match, and Punk somehow wins it, and just for Drew McIntyre music to hit with the briefcase.
Yep.
Like yeah, that'll do numbers. That would absolutely do numbers.
But we ain't talked about the botch that Priest had though. They're saying that Priest avoided serious injury when he got his foot caught in the ropes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
But he
yeah,
kept
he
going
did.
like a G. I mean, he was going like a G.
I
And that's
mean,
what I
cause that
wonder.
was wasn't that the spot where like McIntyre kept kicking him or something like that.
Yes.
I thought so.
I
I
mean,
mean,
you didn't have enough people in that building though, man. 11,000 people in that building. Mm,
They
mm.
was they was loud. Now, let's close it out. Any SummerSlam predictions?
Well, we got Money in the Bank first.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who wins the briefcase? Men's and women.
mm,
I say Drew or CM Punk wins that briefcase, depending on who's in that championship match against Damian Priest at Money in the Bank, which I think Gunther
Super.
is going to be in there as well.
How long is Rhea?
Gunther's got a match at SummerSlam.
How long is Rhea gonna be out?
Nobody never
Supposed to be out
said.
soon. Everybody's saying soon, but everybody's saying they don't know.
Hell, I don't. The question to me is she really hurt?
They said she had a partially torn labrum in her shoulder.
The reason why I'm saying that, cause hey, I seen on Instagram Buddy Murphy was laying on her ass on the beach.
Yep.
I don't blame him.
I don't either. But I'm just saying he took a selfie laying on her ass cheeks on the beach while she laying on her stomach. So I mean, I'm looking like, hell, is she really hurt or she just taking a vacation, which is warranted? The girl had the belt for like a whole year and some change.
Mm-hmm. She carried that division too. So she deserves time out.
Yeah, she definitely did. Hell, she carried the division in Judgment Day. So I'm saying, I'm like I said, I don't know if she's just taking a break. Well, like I said, if she is warranted. She deserves that break. Now, I would say a Super Bowl prediction from me, Super Bowl. I would say a possible Charlotte return and her take the briefcase, or
Alexa as part of this new stable.
exactly. Because people still waiting on this Uncle Howdy shit.
Rumors are that they showing up tonight.
Seth Rollins is just hitting on the stage right now.
Yeah. Listen, check this out, y'all. We're gonna do this every Monday after a paid live event. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Raw is firing up right now. Seth out here with a damn Mr. Rourke from Fantasy Island suit on. So any final words, gentlemen?
Man.
You said, wait a minute. What the hell is this man got on?
It's Seth Rollins, man.
Why? Hold on. Why is he even back though? Why is he even back? I thought he supposed to be still hurt. Now he in the ring looking like Tommy Angelo from the Mafia video game. What are we doing, man? What are we doing?
Tony D'Angelo. He borrowed his suit from Tony D'Angelo of NXT.
Hold on. And there's also Gunther.
Well, Gunther King. Well, hold up. Gunther got his title match at SummerSlam because he's King of the Ring. So he got his match. His title match is at SummerSlam.
And he has to wrestle Damian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This about to get real interesting.
Yeah, they finna get real. Yeah, SummerSlam finna get. Yeah, they finna heat it up. And speaking of, because we also got to look at it. Because we also got to look at it. When is Roman coming back? Well, hell, I just thought about it. Not only Roman out, hell, Jimmy out too. Jimmy been chilling. Roman been chilling. They're gonna have to do something. They're gonna have to do something to get Jay in the mix with the bloodline again.
This some bitch got baby all in his chest. Look here, man. We gotta get up out of here before I've been.
That ain't baby oil. That's bronzer, man.
Make sure y'all check us out, OGN TV, Man Mike Sports, for the whole crew. I mean, man, OG Truth with the two.
That's the lube. That's the lube that Flatback Bex be using. No, I ain't gonna say it.
Anyway,
I ain't gonna say it.
Bless it.
Catch us. We'll be back. We'll be back this Thursday with exclusive World of Wrestling. We're gonna talk. We're gonna expand it. We're gonna talk a little more A&E, a little more Impact Wrestling. I am out. It is time to go. Goodbye.
All right.
Later. Love y'all.